Regardless of who you are, love knows no gender. And as society starts to slowly accept the thought of same-sex marriages, some wedding officiants still makes this most difficult mistake when officiating same-sex marriages: marriage pronouncement. Tune in as Maria Romano explains how you can avoid these mistakes.
Hello, my friends. Maria Romano here from True Love Knots. Well, I want to talk to you about the most common mistake that's made when performing a same-gender wedding. And this mistake happens even to officiants that are very, very seasoned. As you know, I've been in the wedding industry for what? Gosh, over 11 years. And I've had the good fortune of marrying close to 4,000 couples. And when I got started in the industry, it was not that easy. I put together a little media kit. I had a CD where I had a couple, faux couples with a bride and groom in my backyard, and I performed a wedding ceremony. I put together a little bio about me, and I went out and about to the strip. And the way I broke into the business was I said that I would perform same gender commitment ceremonies, because wedding ceremonies, or legal weddings, I should say, were not recognized when I started in 2010. Yeah, 2010. And that's how I broke into the business. And one thing that I will say, and I train wedding officiants as well, and this is the most common mistake that most officiants make. As a matter of fact, I asked one of the gals who is taking currently my course. She is gay, and I said to her, so may I ask you, did you have a great ceremony? She said, I sure did. I says, and how was the end of the ceremony? She said, well, the minister was great right up until the end. When the minister pronounced us, I now pronounce you husband and wife, when it should have been wife and wife. And this is the most common mistake that, again, seasoned officiants make. So what can you do? What can you do to correct that? Well, the first thing is what I always recommend is, don't say, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Say, I now pronounce you both officially married. That's one way you can rectify the problem. Now, what I started doing, and that's the easy way, like I said, I started asking the couple before I perform the wedding ceremony, I'm going to use the term, if it's two males, husband and husband, right? Groom and groom. And the same thing, two females. I'm going to use wife and wife and bride and bride. And usually what I do is when I meet the couple, I will look at them and say, okay, now who's taking the lead? Usually the lead is the male lead. There's always somebody out of the two that takes the lead. And that's the first thing. And in the end, I'll ask them, would they like me to pronounce them wife and wife, husband and husband, or by their first names? And I give them that option. And by doing so, I really make sure that I am very present with everything that I'm saying. And I started doing that as a discipline with every single ceremony, whether it's same gender or not. And the reason I do this is because when you become so automatic. I mean, most of us that have been doing this for so many years, we become sort of like we're on autopilot, and these words come out and we're wondering, gee, did I say everything I was supposed to say? Because you might be thinking about 5 different things. So what you need to do is put aside everything else and be focused on your couple. Remain focused. And by doing so, you will not make the mistake of mispronouncing the couple at the end of the ceremony. That's something, again, these couples, they've come together. We're able legally now to marry same genders. And we want to be able to provide same gender couples the same wonderful experience from beginning to end with our ceremony. So it's up to you to make sure you want to really remain present. And if you want to learn more about me and my course, you know what? Just go to trueloveknots.com, knots.com. I only train officiants just 3 to 4 times a year. I will be starting a course in late September, early October. And then again, it's not going to happen until 2022, first quarter. But in the meantime, continue to enjoy your ceremonies because you want to love what you do, especially when your couples say, I do.